Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're at. I am Bella. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all the things. I got this new sweatshirt for Christmas, guys. It says Bat Boys on it and it has the wings and all their names. This is not the cutest thing ever. Bubby is joining us today. Come on, Bubby. Say hello. Today I thought I would talk to you about my most anticipated 2025 releases. I am so excited for all of the new releases that are coming in 2025. It's actually insane. I feel like this is such a great year for book releases. I just thought I would go through, talk about them, and that's what we're gonna do today. I've got a fresh coffee here. Hasn't even been sipped yet. And I got a white pumpkin mocha. Let's give it a try. I fear it's just good every single time. So I think we're gonna go in order of release date. So we're gonna start from January and then go all the way to December. No. I think it's only fair that the first book on this list is Onyx Storm. Guys, Onyx Storm comes out January 21st. January 21st! The way that's literally less than a month away. If you don't know, Onyx Storm is the third book in the Empyrean series. I just reread Fourth Wing as my book club book for December. And then I'm also planning on rereading Iron Flame in January so that I'll be ready to read Onyx Storm the moment it comes out. If you haven't read those, I highly recommend. If you're into dragons, if you're into all of that kind of stuff, it's just fabulous. It's so freaking good. And after listening to the audiobook and rereading it again, I'm like, I am so excited for Onyx Storm now. If you've read them, you know that Iron Flame leaves off on a huge, insane plot twist. Now we've been waiting over a year for this next book. We are literally at the finish line. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm insanely excited about that. You're probably gonna hear how excited I am for every single book, so I apologize in advance. The next book is Out of the Woods, which comes out January 28th. Two just absolutely fire releases in January, by the way. I actually just read Out on a Limb like last week. 5 stars. It was so incredibly good. The writing was so good. I knew going into Out on a Limb that Hannah Bonham Young had a book that was gonna be released in January. So now I'm just so excited to read it. And I enjoyed every second of Out on a Limb. And I just cannot wait for Out of the Woods. It follows Sarah, who is the best friend of the main character in Out on a Limb. And I'm really excited to see how this goes because Sarah and Caleb have been high school sweethearts. They're already married. I'm just like nervous. I don't know, but it's gonna be so good. First of all, Taylor Swift lyric, Out of the Woods. Okay. Second of all, me and my boyfriend are high school sweethearts and we've been together for almost 7 years now. And so I'm just like excited to see how I relate to this book because I feel like I will. The next release we have is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, which comes out on February 4th. I love Miss Ali Hazelwood. I don't know who doesn't love Miss Ali Hazelwood, but if they don't, I don't know what's wrong with them. Her newest like full book release, Not in Love, I absolutely loved it. And I know it had mixed reviews, but I just thought it was so good. I'm looking at my shelf right now and every one up there is just a banger. Like, oh my gosh, Love Theoretically. Oh, I'm really excited for Deep End. It is a sports romance by her, which I'm really excited to read about because she always writes about people in STEM. I'm excited for a sports romance from her. I just know it's gonna be so freaking good. It's about a competitive diver and a swimmer, and it's a steamy college romance. Looks like on the surface, Lucas and Scarlett have nothing in common until a well-guarded secret slips out and everything changes. So they start an arrangement. An arrangement? I'm a sucker for an arrangement. Like the fake dating in Love Hypothesis, fire. I just love an arrangement, period. So I can always count on Ali Hazelwood to write a fire book that I'm just gonna cruise through, that I'm gonna love. So thank you, Ali Hazelwood. The next release is Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver, which comes out February 11th. Guys, Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, so good. Like, so insanely good that the minute I read Butcher and Blackbird, I added Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow to my want to read list because I knew I was going to want to read them from the moment I read the first book. Everything about this trilogy is just so good. I love the dark romance. I love the humor. The banter's always fire. This is all it says about Scythe and Sparrow. Circus motorcycle performer Rose meets lonely small town doctor Fionn after a night of murderous adventure goes awry. Stop. Stop it right now. I don't have much to say other than I love a dark romance. I love a little murder. I love a little morally gray character. I love it all. I will be eating up every single second of this book once it comes out. Oh, I'm sorry, but Circus? Slay Circus. Here are some of the tropes that are in Scythe and Sparrow that Britton Weaver posted on her Instagram. Friends with benefits, small town romance, fish out of water, forced proximity, touch her and die, spicy spice. It's gonna be so good. Next, we take a big jump over to April, which has so many new releases. It's actually insane. April is gonna be crazy for Bookstagram and BookTube. On April 1st, we have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Say you'll remember me? Say you'll remember me. Oh my god. I'm a little embarrassed to say that I've only read one book by Abby Jimenez, and it was Just for the Summer, which was a 5-star read and I thought was so great. And I really want to read more of her in 2025. The Taylor Swift title got me immediately. Sorry. I know, Swiftie here. Just for the Summer was just so good, and the writing style was just so great. And the only reason why I haven't read more of her books now is because they're a bit more like summer books, and I had read Just for the Summer like really late into summer this year, and then it became fall, and I was like, well, I can't read them in the fall. I'm such a like seasonal reader. I don't know. Please don't come for me. So I'm really excited about this one. I have a feeling this guy is going to be pining after her, and that is what I love. When a man pines, say less. Next we have Watch Me by Zahere Mafi. Guys, if you don't know, Watch Me is the first book in a spin-off series of the Shatter Me series. I read Shatter Me last year, so super late into my life, and I really enjoyed it. I've said this before on my channel that I think I would have enjoyed it more if I was actually the age of the target audience, which would have been a teenager, and so I probably would have loved it a lot more. But I did really like it and I enjoyed reading it, so I am really excited about this release. The main character is James Anderson, which is the younger brother of Warner. I'm just really excited, and I'm really excited because I think it's like a decade later than where we left off, so it's a pretty big time jump. I'm just excited to see what the state of the world is in and what the reestablishment is gonna do to try to gain their power back. So I don't know, but it's gonna be good. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot one. Sunrise on the Reaping, Suzanne Collins. I can't believe I forgot. Sorry, guys. This comes out March 18th. We finally get Haymitch's story. Are you joking? I don't have much to say about it because, I mean, it's the Hunger Games. Everything about it is just so good and nostalgic. Obviously, we've been dying to hear Haymitch's story since the first Hunger Games came out, so I'm really freaking stoked about this one. We have Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. Oh my gosh. This also comes out April 15th, same day as Watch Me. This whole series is so good. The Rebel Blue Ranch series is fire. Done and dusted. 5-star. Swift and Saddled was like a 4-star, I think. And then Lost and Lassoed was another 5-star. They're just short, they're sweet, they've got so much romance, they've got so much banter, and they're just so fun, and you can just cruise through them, and I love books like that. Wild and Wrangled follows the story of Camille and Cam, which after the last book, they really hype you up for this. I cannot wait to read about them, and I cannot wait to kind of hear more of their backstory together. I'm just really excited. Another April release, we have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. To get another Emily Henry is just so exciting. There's nothing more exciting than getting another Emily Henry book. Like, this comes out April 22nd. This is just a sentence to describe it. It says, 2 writers compete for the chance to tell the larger-than-life story of a woman with more than a couple of plot twists up her sleeve in this dazzling and sweeping new novel from Emily Henry. The cover is so cute, and just the way that the guy is looking at the female character on the cover, guys. Even before I read the book description, like, I don't even need to know what an Emily Henry book is about for me to read it, because she is just so phenomenal at storytelling and at creating such wonderful relationships. Oh, I'm just so excited to read it. Our last April release is King of Envy by Anna Huang. It comes out April 29th. Do not sue me. I have not finished and caught up with the Kings of Sin series. I've only actually read the first 2, so I'm so sorry. I'm working on it. I will work on it before then, but that doesn't mean I can't still be excited. Anna Huang just will do it every single time, and because I'm not caught up with the series, I actually don't know who the characters are in relation to the characters that I've read so far, because they are interconnected, but I just thought this was such a great concept for a book series, and that alone will do it for me. We only have a couple more to go. Before I get to the last 2, I already know that there's probably more books that I'm forgetting to put on here because that's just what I do. Okay, yeah, funny you say that, past Bella, because you actually did forget a couple, and I am going to insert a clip now of some of the ones that we missed. Anyways, here are just a few of the ones that we missed when I originally filmed the video. First one is Wild Side by Elsie Silver that comes out March 4th. How could I forget about Wild Side? The only thing is that I wasn't the biggest fan of Wild Love. I thought it was all right. It kind of put me in a reading slump. Like, it took me forever to finish it. That being said, I have not read Wild Eyes yet. I will in fact be getting around to reading them at some point. So I am really excited for that. And it's green. Please. A Marriage of Convenience is kind of fun, so I am excited about that trope. And Single Dad, she hates him, he's obsessed with her. Like, it sounds right up my alley. I had to take my sweater off because I got super warm. Anyways, another one that comes out on March 4th is Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, or Bastone. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I read Ready or Not earlier this year and it was so good. I listened to the audiobook and it was phenomenal. It was a 5-star read. I just thought it was so great. Are there flaws? Yes, but for some reason, this is one of those like hear me out books and I'm like, it was a 5-star to me. I don't know why, but the audiobook was just so good and I just loved it. If I'm being honest, this is short and sweet. I have no idea what it's about, but I will be reading it because I loved Ready or Not so much and the cover is so cute. I mean, Ready or Not's cover was so cute and this cover is also gorgeous. So I'm just so excited to read this one. The last book that I'm gonna add is Dream On, Ramona Riley by Ashley Herring Blake, and it comes out May 13th. I just love Ashley Herring Blake books. I love a sapphic romance. I love everything about her writing and I am just so excited for this book because it's a small town girl meets Hollywood star, worlds colliding. Please, like, and again, they look so adorable on the cover, like crying. I'm so excited. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. The next book that I'm super excited about is Caught Up by Navisa Allen. I am technically reading Lights Out right now and I have like less than an hour left on the audiobook, but it's 5 stars. 100% it's gonna be a 5-star book. The audiobook was so good. I don't know how it compares to just reading it, but the audiobook was so fire. Like within the first like hour of listening to it, I knew I was like, this is gonna be a 5-star. It's so spicy. It's so morally gray. Seeing that Caught Up is about Nico, a mobster. Please. So I'm really excited about this. And last but not least, we have A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. The Secret Society of Irregular Witches was phenomenal. Such great writing, such great storytelling, found family. It was so good. And as somebody who's a little weird with witchy stuff because I am a believer in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I get a little nervous because I don't know like spiritually how I'm gonna feel about it. To me, Sangu Mandana's version of like witches and magic is very practical magic, very hocus pocus, and very cozy vibes and not as like dark. I'm really excited about this and like innkeeping. Really, after watching Gilmore Girls, didn't all of us want to run an inn? I'm just so excited about this. I know that there's gonna be some really great like friendships within the book, and Sangu Mandana is such a phenomenal writer and she is just another one of those authors that if she writes it, I'll read it, which most of these authors are. Those are some of my most anticipated releases and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, if you have any anticipated releases that you're really excited for, please leave them down below so that I can check them out because I love just adding more and more books to my never-ending TBR. If I don't see you again before the new year, which I think you will, but if you don't, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all of the things. I'm just praying for the most blessed new year for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you know, and have the most wonderful rest of your day.